That's the 3-4 race at Pacific Raceways, and tonight you will see the wrong strategy executed fairly well. What I mean by that is we have a small team tonight. There are 4 of us, and the leading teams of Apex, Mercedes, and Found have way more people. So as one of the smaller teams, our plan tonight was not to initiate attacks, and to keep an eye out for any potential breaks with Apex, Mercedes, or Found, and make sure that we are in one of them. So we were supposed to be responding to attacks, spread ourselves out in the pack, so that way we could see any attacks coming and we could follow those wheels. But we didn't do any of that. 3 of us were just having a really good day, and we couldn't just sit back and wait for the race to develop, so we just executed our own moves. So as we get into the back straight, the field has split up, and that's something that we can't let happen tonight. So as I come to the front, I really like what I'm seeing. We have JD, Apex, Fount, and Mercedes is just behind me. This would be an ideal break. So I go up to it, hoping that we kind of snap the elastic and break off from the field. And it's interesting viewing this now, because I thought that Quinn stayed on my wheel and I did not realize that he let it go. So I like this a lot. Apex is in front of me, giving me a draft, and hopefully in the field, Mercedes and Fount are trying to chase us down. And my goal is to do as little work as possible in this break. So I know this break isn't going to last, but I will put in a few poles. Nothing serious, nothing that's going to tire me out for this race, but I want to make sure that Mercedes and Fount have to work to catch us. But eventually we get caught. So as I drift back, I'm happy to see that JD is covering the counterattack. So after this preem, Graham did a pretty good counterattack on the left side, and this is when I realized that our original plan is falling apart. We're doing a really good job of racing like we have a big team, constantly attacking and counterattacking, and I'm just worried that we're going to burn ourselves up before the end of the race. So I see Jeremy's up in front by himself, and he is very good to have in a break, so I bridge up to him. Thankfully I'm bringing Apex along, and this is a good mix to, again, get some distance and hopefully turn it into a race-winning break. Yeah, but again we get caught. And on the right side, JD goes for his counterattack. Ben's behind me expressing concern about the numerous attacks tonight, and here's my response.
I'm trying to keep up with JD and Graham. They can't do more attacks than me.
So remember at the time seeing this, I wasn't too happy. JD's at the front and launches an attack. Attacking from the front is usually not a good idea. However, looks like just 2 others are able to get away, so it works in this case. So like I said, I can't have Graham or JD outdoing attacks, so once I see that he's caught, then I counter. So as another failed break attempt with this Fount rider gets caught, then JD does a great counter. It's the last lap, and my plan is to do a solo attack at around the 1K mark, but this person in front of me, he has the same plan, and he goes, so I take advantage of that and just follow. As we catch the solo Mercedes rider, he fades, and I just continue my attack. And from this point on, I'm just heads down, hoping that I stay away from the field. So as we come into the final turn, I know I'm caught, and the only thing I'm doing now is leading out the entire field for a sprint. So Graham's able to at least get 5th for the team.